n'ababito itwena. Mugurusa kuhulira.
Kale mwebale muno omugisa ogumpairwe mukama wange president guligo kwanjura abakurasi baitu abatwina kusaba abakurasi ba member parliament mwijanu na bachama rero 5 mudachike emu NRM MPs bona aba Uganda yona oboli wa red blue white nywena twemera hanu onu bakumweta tumweta baby face kandi niwe omukurasi omukyara wa Hoima district na wali hanu onu Akiki Florence woman MP Masindi district Dr. Ruyonga Hoima West kan chairman wa Herese committee onu babweta paso wa kabi za mapepule mwana wa buga ya hanu na waro Honorable Karubanga Atenyi MP kuruga Kigorobi na warohan Nyakata Sinansi Kamanda muhara wawe kandi niwe MP wa Hoima Stehan onu mutabani wo murwani wa Mateke aligonza Honorable LC5 wa Kikube district na warohan ono mugurusi mugenzi wa Cosmas alichama resu 5 wa Masindi niko bakorana Honorable banora chama resu 5 wa Kikube onu mutabani wawe chama nero mu Hoima kandi arehente bendi yokurura bwajwere yero yako epikire tuina Kaboyo niwe meya worubuga tuli hano Robert Ruhigwa meya Hoima West na waro kandi onu mobaleza wawe a representing Obama na Obama part 2 webale muno mbaini nsaba baram ojoya anjule na nyowe Fred byamukamanyizire kandi muzeyi kusaba itu abataito tukusoko maiso abo mukoro gundi oguro webale muno muzeyi
Amugurusa Akiki Museveni president wa Uganda webale kwija Masindi na Hoima na Hona kandi webale kutonda muno bantu ba Bunyoro abwire toina kuba oina kwiruka genda Kagadi ngondeze kutangira na kuramucha na kumanyisa ntano Bunyoro tukwenda kandi tujja ku supporting akarura akakwijo ujja kutunga mukama akulindi
NRM Museveni juu Tata Akiki habuwa bwire ninkusaba nyebunda ize oije obalize Abanyoro na Abanyoro kati kandi nyongere nkusime muno habuwa kutugonza no kutulera gabukya webala Akiki kwijo maka gaitu Kikube kyabayanja Akiki titwine kyokuha oiro okusagika akaruru Museveni paka last is the best
Abanyoro mwena ni mbaramucha Muro kurungi Ranga yabare kuba okutulinda twena Omugo Karunga Okwiri Omuhirwa ba ministers abakurasi abembeza abantu bona nenyo Abanyoro mwena abarahanu inja kubazo mu rujungu abokara abatakumanya ndimi zetu za hanu abeho ahindura mu Runyoro who will translate I want to congratulate His Highness Omukama Iguru on the 31st anniversary of his coronation.
President akwenda kutabarusha Omukama Iguru rukira abasaija Omukama wa Bunyoro abo kwike ya myaka 31 kuruga ijangoma ya Bunyoro.
I'm however sorry to find that he's sick. I called on him because we should continue to pray for him.
Akusasa muno kubasangira omugurusi Omukama waitu na sasa kandi akurumizibwa baitu akusaba itwe n'abanyoro n'abana Uganda itwe na tumusabire baitu ajja kuba na mchekingao ngakwekere na mchekingao.
I have already seen him. Maziro kumurora.
President agambira maziro kumubungira mgwino.
I want to thank the committees together with the Omugo who are running the affairs of the kingdom when the king is sick.
Akwenda kusima akakiiko ka Royal Commission n'abakora n'Omugo hamu n'abantu bena bakutwara emirimu y'Omukama mukasumika na arwaire na sasa.
When we restored the kingdoms, I knew what we were doing because I know this area very well.
Uyagarwira Obukama akabana amanya kyakugarawo kandi kichweka kintu kya Obukama bwa Bunyoro n'Obukama obundi amanyiri kyabaire nakora kandi nebichweka bimanyire kurungi.
We are part of the ancient culture of this area. I know the contribution of the kingdoms and their limitations.
Omugurusa agambire history ya Uganda agimanyire kurungi kandi ali hamu abo abamanyire omugaso gw'Obukama n'Obukama obundi bwe bicheke ebindi na contribution y'Obukama.
Hamu na obunafu bw'Obukama.
Hamu n'obunafu bw'Obukama. Obucheke. Hamu n'obucheke bw'Obukama.
The kingdoms, first of all, we had one kingdom of the Wachwezi, which united all of us for some time.
Mukubanza tukabana Obukama obw'Abachwezi bwonka nubwo bwabaire Obukama bwona itwena abantu kabatuli amu Obukama bw'Abachwezi.
Had succeeded in uniting a bigger part of Uganda.
Kandi Obukama bwa Buchwezi bukakora muno omulimo gwokuleta abana Uganda ebichweka bya Uganda ebiri hamu kubiteeka hamu.
When the Wachwezi kingdom collapsed,
Abachwezi bagwire,
then we had these smaller kingdoms.
Then Obukama obutaito obundi bweija.
But they also contributed because they were uniting clans.
Baitu n'obwo Obukama obutaito mu bichweka bya Uganda byona bukutuyamba oba bukayamba kuba bukaba ne buleta hamu ebika hamu ebika byaitu.
Because there are some other parts of Africa where the clans were separate.
Ntara ebichweka bya Africa ebindi ebika bikaba bitali hamu bitakunitinga. Bitakweteraniza.
And that meant they were in constant war, those clans.
So ebika ebi byakaragani birwana burwanambi.
So
Enganda zekaragani zirwana.
At least the kingdoms united some of the clans.
Obukama bukaleta hamu enganda ezikuruga mu bichweka byona zabiteka hamu zabitaranizamu bafuka omuntu omu oba sayatemu.
Bakalengaho okugaita ebika ebimu.
Bakalengaho okugaita enganda ezindi zona.
However, they also had weaknesses of fighting among themselves.
Baitu kandi nakyo kikaijamu obuzibu kuba enganda zikatandika kurwanangana.
Osanga Buganda ne Rwanda na Bunyoro, Bunyoro ne Rwanda na Nkole, Nkole ne Rwanda na Rwanda, baikaro muntaro. So that was the weakness which the European used to conquer us.
Kata kakadyo ako nuko abakwera ke bakozeseize okutuwamba okutwara okufoka okuba ni batu ebembera.
Mukarora abajungu kubakozese abatulire mu olukwe mu Buganda kurwanisa bunyoro basobole kuhamba Uganda. You saw how the Europeans used the traitors in Uganda to fight Kabarega and to fight even Mwanga, the Kabako of Uganda.
Omugurusa akubayijukiza nti mu kwijjukira kurungi abantu abanda ababayiro okwo mu Buganda abaganda baketeranyizamu n'abajungu okulwanisa omukama waitu Kabalega omukama wa Bunyoro Kitara.
Even with Mwanga also.
Na Mwanga.
So therefore, we knew the strength of the kingdoms but also their limitations.
So omwebembezi agambire amanyire amaani g'obukama baitu kandi amanyire n'obuzibu bw'obukama.
And that's why, if you read my address to the Ruchiko, 1993, I made this very clear, how there was a contribution the kingdoms could make, but they should avoid the old mistakes.
Tugambire tugende tuseere rekodi byagambire mu Rukiiko rwa Buganda n'agenda gara obukama akabagambira omugaso gw'obukama baitu n'obuzibu obukama obukulemesaga emirimu okulibata kurungi.
The modern states are built on democracy.
Ate obukama bw'ebiro bino oba ensi z'ebiro bino ensi z'ebiro bino tukuzombekeza amusingi gwa democracy.
The people to elect their leaders.
Abantu bekomera abebembezi baabo.
So that's why we said the kingdoms should not mix with the political issues.
Nuko kyamurugiraho president kwa advisinga nti obukama tubuyina kutaaha mu bino ebya politics ebyaite ebya democracy ebya Uganda empyaka ebyobulemu obuyaka.
Let the people elect their leaders, but the cultural leaders have a role.
Agamba nti akasaba abantu b'obukama abantu babaleke bekomera abebembezi baabwe bakwenda baitu ab'obukama bakusobola kwabula n'okuwa amagezi mu bataka ne babagambira ebirungi n'ebibi.
Barugara baze byangire kubaze byabo. Ogo musigaze nabazi ebye. The modern state, through democracy,
ntamanga mayaka nigaraba mu nkola ya democracy
chichuse endema ya hati.
Enema ya hati oba enfuga ya hati. Yes.
The governance of today, through democracy, the governments are responsible for legislation, administration, and politics.
Enema y'ebiro bino gavumenti ekuvunaanyizibwa kukola amateeka okufuga okwebembera hamu n'okulungamya.
And planning for the economy.
N'okutegekera amahanga oba ihanga.
But there is a gap which the modern states cannot do well.
Baitu hara akantu akakuburamu amahanga gaitu oba democracy zaitu zino gavumenti empyaka zitakusobola kukola.
Who looks after the indigenous languages?
Owakulolera ennimi zaitu.
Because the governments are mainly conducting business in English and to some extent in Swahili.
Kubati gavumenti zo nkazaite zane za East Africa tukoesaga Rujungu n'Oluswahili.
So we said, no, this area will die if nobody is looking after it specifically.
Atu okusala mugamba nti waraleka ennimi zaitu ez'obuwanga zitali omuntu akuzololera oba akuzimanaginga zijja kufa.
So the issue of the indigenous languages should really be concentrated on by the kingdoms.
So ennimi zaitu byazirekera obukama bube ni buzikora oba ni buzirwaninga.
Assisted by the government.
Government ne bayambawo.
Then you have the issue of customs.
Kanti tulina obuzibu bwa
the issue ensonga ya emirwa ya customs. What do you call customs in Runyoro?
Embibo y'abantu. Emirwa y'abantu, emirwa.
The modern state is not very clear on that.
Ensi zaitu zino empyaka tizikubimanya kurungi.
Even the churches, I'm not sure that they are very clear about it.
Na makereziya na makanisa takumanya kurungi oba bimanyire kurungi.
Hati omu wekanisa wekerezia omu muzigiti aramanyata ngo musita taswera musita nibakimanya ekyo
ati mugurusa akaguza ntaba father na ba reverend bakusora kwa batamanyire nto musita taswera kuswera musita.
I challenged them once. I wanted to know whether they follow it or not.
Ntibunda akabakaguzaho nagonza kumanya waba bimanyiro bati babimanyire.
Because the strength of the African culture is that our marriages are exogamous marriages as opposed to endogamous marriages.
Kuba kimanyire nti obufumbo bwayitwano nti obufumbo bulina kuba buli
amani gabantu bekicweka kino nugariga omukutaswera abantu abarahe newe.
Titulina kuswerangana anuga amani gaitwana. Titulina kuswerangana ebechika tuswera kuswerangana bebika byaitu.
This is correct biologically and genetically.
Nti kino akakirora wakimanyire nti kiyikire mu bya biology arabire mu bintu bya science.
The endogamous marriages will produce weaker people.
Ntabantu abakuzaranga namu bakujja kuzara abantu abatayina amani.
So the question was, do the modern government, because you can walk to the DC and you say, I am in love with this girl and she's in love with me. We are adults, give us a marriage certificate.
Kubagambire enkora yaitu ya modern okusora genda mu district commissioner oba mu kota ali abana bakora byobufumbo n'ogamba omusikono nkumwenda okamuswera.
Now who checks that?
Ato wararora nti gwakuswera taliwo oluganda lwe.
Then other customs also.
Then nebebika ebindi nemirwe endi.
The relationship within the family, within the clans.
Kitakwenda abantu babe nibeswera mu bika byaitu oba mu ndira zaitu.
One reason I supported the restoration of the kingdoms was that one. Who will look after our very strong culture which produced a very strong people who could survive all these problems we had?
Niyo ensonga emu yesigira obukama bube niburora abantu bana abakuswerangana nti tibali bekika kimu n'otusobole kuzaara abaana abagumu oba bazaara abaana abalungi abakusobola kukora abaraguma nibakora.
The culture, apart from marriage, also includes food and other things.
Nti ebintu byaitu byenganda ebintu byobihangirana ebyemirwa ebyo byangirana alimu ebyokulya hamuna
and equipment.
Alimu ebyokulya n'ebikozesebwa.
I am 80 years old, as you know.
Aina emyezi 8 yonka. Emyaka 8 yonka.
And I'm going to be 81.
Ntajja kuicha emyaka 81 yonka.
But if you want to wrestle here, we can sort it out.
Baitu omuntu takusobola ati nyeba rugara ati nsobola okulwana na muzee yakuntera hansi one round em knockout.
Kumukwana ngonza kufukana nyondo hano.
Ntuwe champion wako ngufuka anda ine miaka 81.
And one of the reasons I keep telling people, I don't know, God of course is the one who gives me the strength.
Ntakwikara nagambira abantu baitu wakimanyire ruwanga nuya mwaira amani.
But also what I eat.
Baitu nebintu byakwikara nalya.
I don't eat bread because I'm not a European.
Takulya migati tali mujungu.
I don't eat rice because I'm not an Indian.
Takulya muchere kuba bwe tali muyindi.
I eat akaro.
Ali akaro konka. Enoga.
Muhogo.
Akulya ne muhogo.
Ebitoke. Amategete zaitu.
Omuzigo.
The milk.
Amata.
So, you wonder, why do people abandon the other time when there was war in Ukraine? People say, oh, we are going to die of hunger. Die of hunger, why?
Muzee agamba abantu bakwikarani mutina nti aroye ntaro mu bichweka nka Ukraine ndi tugenda kufa enjala kuba Ukraine yetu wa wheat oba yetu engano nti tukufa engano yachi.
So they say, oh, we are going to get wheat from I don't know where. But I don't bother with wheat. I have my food here.
We muzee takutalibana n'engano wakwerira akaroke.
So that side of culture, who looks after it?
So akaguza owararolera ebintu byaitu ebyokulya ebyaitu ebyaloko ebya bunyoro ebyobuwangwa ebyo byenzaro ebyasangirweho.
Then mobilization.
Then okujugumbya
people.
Okujugumbya abantu.
To show, like now you are saying that you want the kingdom to be involved in wealth creation. I really welcome that.
Agambire nti tukumusaba nti tukwenda obukama bube butayi nabo mukwiya obunaku mu bantu nti kyakukisima kandi agamba akukisupporting.
That's in order, because this is now social action. It's not politics, it's not what, it is social economic action.
Agambire kyagenda kisupportinga na amani kuba kikuyamba abantu tibiri bya obufuzi bya kuyamba abantu. Kuya abantu mu bunaku.
Therefore, those four areas:
ntebe ebintu ebina byagambire,
language,
enimi,
food,
ebyokulya,
some of the customs which are rational,
embibo zaitu, emirwa zaitu, emirwa zaitu emirungi,
and finally social economic action.
Then n'okuyamba abantu okuruga mu mbeera embi okwijja mu mbeera ennungi.
And that's why we gave them the properties which the Muhikiro was talking about, the former local government properties, the Amasaza, Magombora land.
Niyo ensonga bwaki ebintu by'obunyoro oba ebintu by'obukama bakubigaaraga mu bukama.
You use this to generate income to do that additional work to whatever the government is doing.
Nukwakwenda ebintu ebyo byakutugaluliza nk'amagombora, amasomero n'ebindi tubikozese okuyamba abantu baitu mu bunaku tubyeyambise okulola nti tuyindule ebichweka ebyo tuye mu rent.
Okuta mu nkola biri olubimbi ruli lwa biri ebina. Of course, the government also sends some financial support.
Na government nayo kwikala nesindikira obukama sente.
But this is not too much yet.
Tiziri nyingi.
It will improve in the future.
Ajja kwijja kuzongerawo.
So therefore, I'm very happy with the kingdom, the way we have moved.
Nabwe kyasemerera muno omulingo obukama gubukulibasamu emirimo.
We have never had problem with the kingdom of Bunyoro.
Takatugaga obuzibu bwona n'obukama bwa Bunyoro. Kandi takwijja kubutunga muzeeyi.
There are some other people who try to mix with politics. They will say, no, go back to your role.
Ara abantu abandi abakwetaaya mu bitaku bakwata obaitu bakwikala nabagamba mugaruke mu biina kola mu rubimbi lwanyu.
So I'm very happy to be here.
Asemerera muno okwijjana.
And I have noted the memorandum of the Muhikirwa.
Kandi n'ebintu by'omubikirwa byabalizo abihandikira abimanyire.
I will study it again and then be able to answer him also in writing.
Agenda kubisoma mu kurungi then agarukemu mu buwandiike.
But on this occasion I brought some cows because I knew you had a embaga here.
Amukoro guno alibasire n'ente kuba amanyire tulina obugenyi tulina empango.
But I brought the cows in a bahasa, not in food.
Ente azireteire mu kibaasa talesere ente ziri arole oba bigere.
But there is a omuhikirwa 50 million bazimuhereza mu.
Milioni 50 ezijwira azohereza omuyikirwa.
Kandi harona LC with chairman.
Chairman Semberano abalindano.
Coronation of Omukama.
Chairman w'Omukama amazire emyaka 40 bwa chairman.
Bamumpere milioni 6 yagurira kapikipiki.
Chairman bamuhere milioni 6 mutere president mungaro agure pikipiki.
Kale mwebale muno. Mwebale, congratulations on the 31st anniversary, and I wish you good luck.
President webale muno kwijja Bunyoro, tukusima muno webale kandi Rwanga akutulindire kandi tukweyama tujja kukolera tujja kukora hamu okutransforminga Bunyoro n'okulola nti abantu baitu baruge mu bunaku kandi n'akalulu ojja katunga omwaka ogukwija. President omuyikirwa akusaba n'omugo aba royal family baijo bateze kisan hamu n'aba MP abaro bateze kisan then omukoro oguwe mukama wange.
Hello. Tuterengaliza amano tusiima Oweekitiibwa President ab'olubazi olungi muno. Oweekitiibwa President tukusiima muno. Weebale olubazi olungi olwo. Kandi nyowe na mugenzi wange mugerwa Oweekitiibwa President. Ntugonza kusiima muno. Habw'okweba omukisa gw'ogambira omukolo guno. Oweekitiibwa President ntukusaba tumazire kutunga omukisa nyowe na mugenzi wange mugerwa kuba MC b'omukolo guno. Ekitakanyakanya kamaziga g'ekinyonyi waite Oweekitiibwa President tukusaba tuyikirize tukusembere haihabo kuterwa nayo ekisale kituleka abayijukuru webale muno yo excellency.
Nkwenda akora mu correction abengoma mulinde mukadaitu. President ebisani bya munda abayira biteire ayira ijja kutera problem kyaba MP bonka baranu lwe tukumara tugende straight mu anthem in a reverse order. N'abakama abayizire actually katubanza abakama abayizire abakama abarugire Toro Congo Japadola traditional leaders abayizire then naba MP nabo babe ni bali batani bagenda na prime minister. Then ekyaba minister kijja kuba mu Honorable Mary Mugasana IGP. Ba MP mulinde obali Honorable Pius Musembere hayali.
nange mami musanyufu nnyo anti olunaku lwa leero tuli luddawa tuli wano mu Kaleerwe
mpulira bulungi kuba nawangudde school fees z'omwana za mwaka mulamba
nange katonda wattu omanyi taamu ze bakusasulidde bagenda kusasulira third term first term ne second term bannange kiyitirivu naawe osobola okuwangula onyiga ki star mukaaga ttaano star kinaana hashi goberera endagiriro.
Every upgrade deserves a celebration, and Airtel has got you covered. Unlock happiness with double data from Airtel. Buy a new smartphone and get double your data every time you buy a weekly or monthly bundle. Dial star 100 star 28 hash today to check eligibility. Airtel, a reason to imagine.